I had a good friend who recently did a fitness show, and she didn't win. And I said, I saw her like 2 days later. I said, what's going on? She's like, I can't believe I didn't win. I'm like, this is your first show. And I was like, um, she's like, well, I expect to win. I said, well, I said, gave her the Austin Powers. I want a like royal mansion made out of gold coins, but it's not in the cards for me right now. So it's like, yeah, it's good to lose. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but
But it is.
oh, dude, I said, how about when we were in college? I mean, before you got there, there were many losing seasons. And I said, I can't believe.
Jim Marshall, he recruited you, right?
Oh, no, Jim Reed recruited me.
Jim Reed recruited, but Marshall was your coach your
Yeah,
first
he was
year,
the
right?
head coach. And I'm like, I can't even believe I'm here. Because remember, when I went there, Coach Reed left. He went to BC.
Okay.
And I said to Coach Reed, I said, I'm so happy I'm going to end up going to BC. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can't go to Richmond. I said, the only reason I went is because of you. Right. And he's like, hopefully I'm back. Right. And that ended, but it worked out. We lost. In fact, when we got there, I don't know if we were the worst, but we were in a conversation of the worst team in 1AA football. And then when we left, we were the number one team in 1AA football. We were ranked number one when we were 9-2. We beat the Division 1A teams. But to win that first game on the road at Rhode Island, double overtime, I was like, I can't believe it's so hard to win. Like, that was the hardest thing. It was like, everyone's like, practice is way harder. Yeah, that's fair. And for the most part, that's true. But I'll never forget that game. I was thinking, that was insanely hard. Ironically, Rhode Island ended like 2-9. We went 9-2.
Yeah.
And what was that, Pete? How much? That's it.
It's a game of inches, and it's those
it.
sliding doors moments. And I think that is when the belief and the connectivity of, like you talked about, momentum and the power of the group. The ball bounces your way a few times. You've been closer to team sports at the highest level, right? But I believe when the ball bounces your way early in the season and things start to go your way, there is definitely that momentum where it's like, okay, it's not the here we go again, right? When the ball bounces the other way and you're like, oh, guys can go in the tank. It's just how it is.
Oh, yeah.
And it happens. And it's almost amazing to imagine that it happens at some of the highest levels of sport, but it does. But when the ball does bounce your way, I think that there really is a power greater than the individual moving the whole team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. Like, we assume like someone's a high level or Division 1A athlete, they must have a super strong mind. I'm like, not necessarily. I said, I don't know why you assume that, but the college sports is vast.